Let's talk about the drill first. Out of the box, I was actually quite surprised at the ergonomics here. It fits in the hand really nicely. And I know a lot of people complain about the bigger drills, like this big old beefy XR drill. The grip's quite a bit bigger on this one. So if your hands are a little bit smaller, you may have a little bit hard time holding a drill like that. Where this one, the grip is a little bit less big around, so you're able to grip it a lot easier. This has a standard forward and reverse right on the side, just like any other drill. You just push that tab through. This is also a 2-speed drill, so the number 1 setting, the drill is spinning slower. The number 2 setting, spinning faster. Depending on whatever you're drilling into or driving screws might determine what you want to use that for. This also has 16 different torque settings, so this little knob that twists right here goes from 1 all the way to 16 and then to drill. The drill mode means it's not going to use max power to drill basically anything you're trying to drill into. But if you dial this torque setting down, this is going to help you prevent stripping your screws or driving them too deep. So a lot of times, especially if you're using like pocket hole joiners, things like that, you'd want to dial those down so that it doesn't overdrive the screw. Then you do get a nice little LED right here. In speed setting number 1, you get to go from 0. This is a variable speed drill, so that if you pull the trigger, it will ramp up the speed the harder you pull the trigger. In the number 1 setting, it's 0 to 450 RPMs. The number 2 setting goes from 0 to 1800 RPMs, and that might make a little bit of a difference later when we go to test it, but we'll have to wait to find out. This is a 1/2-inch drill. What that means is this chuck here that you see spinning open and closed will hold up to a 1/2-inch around bit. So most any drill bit or driver bit that you're going to have around the house, using for DIY projects, is going to fit in this drill, or 13 millimeters for those of you who use millimeters. Next up, you get this impact. This is a 1/4-inch impact, which means it will fit 1/4-inch bits. So if you get bit kits like this 110-piece kit that I actually recommend from DEWALT, it's one of the most complete kits you can get, especially at this good of a price. It will fit all of those driver bits. So no matter what style head of screw you have, whether that be Torx or Phillips or even square head, it'll have you covered in this kit, and you also get some drill bits in there, which I like. But if you're using 1/4-inch bits, they're going to fit in this driver. Now the lights on this one actually surround the bit, which is really handy. I do wish that all drills do that, but very, very few do. I think Skill Power Core is really the only ones that do it. But I like the fact that these are nice and bright right around there. So if you're working in tight spaces, which is usually where you're going to use that, you'll have a nice little light. This is a single speed impact. Some impacts have 2 speeds, 3 speeds. This is single. Not that that matters in most cases. This goes from 0 to 2800 RPMs, and it does also have that variable speed. And this will deliver 1400 inch-pounds of torque. So if you're driving longer screws or even lag bolts, things like that, this will come in handy with all that torque. And we're going to put that through the test and see exactly how powerful it is. Now the main difference between a drill and an impact, other than the heads on there obviously, is how they actually work. Inside of here, this actually has a mechanism that creates an impact. That's why they call it an impact. And so it's basically hammering while it's also driving the screw, so it helps drive faster and just more efficient. And in tougher applications, it will give you more power, kinda. The impact is also very ergonomic in the hand. It feels almost identical. If it's not identical, I would be surprised. The grips are so close. Another thing you might appreciate about this set is the weight. They're actually really lightweight tools. So if you're driving screws overhead, you know how painful they can get on old shoulders especially, this will come in handy. Almost handy as a shirt pocket. So the drill without the battery is 3.6 pounds. The impact without the battery is 2.8 pounds. You can do your kilogram calculations if you need to. And they also come with a 3-year warranty, which is pretty nice on the tool and the battery. One of the greatest things I think about this kit at this price point is you're entering into the DEWALT 20-volt platform. There are a lot of tools to choose from, as well as battery upgrades should you want to later. I have several different DEWALT batteries. I've had several DEWALT tools over the years and still own several. They're fantastic tools. And the fact that you can go from this little 1.5 amp hour battery, which is really great, lightweight overhead work or light duty work around the house, perfect battery for that. And then you can step up to like a 5 amp hour battery, or even the Power Stacks or the Power Pack batteries. Power Pack, the big 8 amp hour Power Pack, is one of the most powerful 20 volt batteries that DEWALT makes. And it has a large 8 amp hour capacity. So the larger that number, the more capacity the battery. In other words, the longer battery life you're going to get out of it versus something like the little 1.5 hour. The 1.5 hour battery is not going to last you as long as the 8 amp hour battery, in other words. Before having to recharge, that is. Before we put these through the test and find out if they're actually worth your money, if you've ever thought about making money with your woodworking, I've got a proven system that's working for a lot of people. We're seeing a lot of success inside of my coaching community, and it's called Sawdust Startups. If you've ever thought about making money with your woodworking, this is the place to go. If you check out the first link in the description, you can join free for 7 days and you're getting full access to the community. You're also getting full access to all the coaching modules that teach you how to go from zero to start making money with your woodworking, including how to price, how to manage your time, and everything else beginners get hung up on. We've got you covered, and the community is like no other. One of the most supportive and positive communities you'll ever be a part of. And we also have live coaching calls once per week to help answer any questions you have along the way. Free for the first 7 days, first link in the description. Now, let's put these to the test. First, I'm going to use this drill. I'm just going to use a standard twist bit. Now, a twist bit is basically just a standard drill bit. They just call them twist bits if you're unfamiliar, just like these in this kit here with DEWALT. I'm going to pick the biggest one, which is a 3/8 inch drill. Drilling 3 holes in rapid succession, 0 issues. Now, I did have the torque setting all the way over to drill, so it doesn't bind up or stop the drilling action if you have it on the drill mode. The first hole I drilled in the number 1 speed, and the second and third in the number 2 speed. There is a difference there. You can absolutely tell it because it's going faster, so it drills faster. Next, I wanted to see how much power this thing had because we like power, right? So I pulled out an 1.5 inch and a 2-inch Forstner bit. Now this will put the drill through a true power test because that's a lot of material to be removing. First, the 1.5 inch bit, 0 issues. I was kind of surprised. I actually expected it to stall out quite a bit, but it didn't. It went right through there without any issues. Next, I put the 2-inch bit in, and as you can see, chips are flying. Like it's doing a perfectly good job with a 2-inch Forstner bit. That's a lot of material being removed right here. It only stalled at the very, very bottom, and I think that's because I was pressing it a little too hard. If I would have let the drill bit work a little more and meet a little less, it probably would not have stalled. But it did, just so you know. But even still, stalling that on a 2-inch Forstner bit on a drill in this price range is, it's really good. This is a keyless chuck, which means old style drills, you had a little key that you'd have to tighten the bits in with. Those are very annoying, and I'm glad we got away from those. This, all you do is spin this black knob around until you hear it click, and then it's tight, you can go to work. Now, when you dial down the torque setting so you don't strip your screws out, what you'll hear is it sounds like something's wrong with the drill or you're messing something up, but that's a feature of the drill. You'll hear this grinding sound. And you hear that kind of a grind sound, but it stops that screw, so the screw's not going any deeper because you set the torque setting lighter. So if you're trying to prevent the screw from driving too deep, that's how you would do that. So if you hear that sound, you didn't mess nothing up, it's just slipping because it's meant to. Then of course you can dial it up, drive the screw all the way in. Now before we move on to the impact, I wanted to kind of compare this drill to some of its competition and or older brothers. The RYOBI 1+ HP. Now this is a brushless drill. This is RYOBI's latest and greatest drill. So I wanted to see how it stacked up. Now the RYOBI drill actually spins faster. Now the RPMs are faster on this versus the DEWALT. So we will see a little bit faster drilling time here. But as far as performance goes, I didn't really see any performance difference between the two. Yeah, this one drilled faster, but that's only because this motor has a higher RPM, spinning a bit faster. And that RPM is 2,150 compared to the 1,800 on this. So quite a bit faster here. But I do love the RYOBI. It's a really nice little drill if you're in that system. I love RYOBI tools personally. You can keep coming at me about it. I don't care. Now, this is an apples versus oranges or a day versus night test. Like these are two completely different drills for two completely different audiences or customers. This drill, a lot of people are going to buy this for around the home or DIY projects. This is a professional level drill in the DEWALT XR hammer drill. This is a power detect drill. This has been one of my favorite like beefy big drills, but it is massively heavy. Like it is a big old beast. And you can see it's a lot bigger too. And this is a 3-speed drill. This goes all the way up to 2,000 RPMs and it has a lot more power. So when I drilled the hole with the XR drill, I was not surprised at the performance. Like it's gonna blast right through that. It's just pine with a big old Forstner bit. It's going to do really nice. This though, held its own. Like it's doing a really good job. Next, the impact. We'll see how this thing performs. Now, using the standard 1.5 amp-hour battery, it's gonna work fine. Like I'm driving a 4-inch long screw here, 0 issues. Goes right through this 212. Next, I wanted to see how it performed driving a lag bolt. This is a 3-inch long lag bolt. This is a pretty good little test for this little impact. It did better than I expected. It was actually buried the lag bolt so deep I can't get it out now. I wasn't trying to do that, but it did well. This thing got plenty of power. You're not gonna need any more power than this driving regular screws around the house, around the shop, anything like that. Now, I recently tested the DEWALT multi-head 20-volt drill. It's got a lot of different head options on there to get into tight spaces, things like that, but the performance there was very similar to what I'm seeing with this drill. And this, I think, would outperform the 12-volt DEWALT or even the Milwaukee M12 dryer, which is to be expected because this is a 20-volt versus those 12 volts. But for power and performance and things like that around the shop and the house, especially for a beginner set, I think this performs extremely well. And I see why 86% of the people give this a 5-star review. But should you buy this, or who should buy this? If you're a beginner starting out on the budget, this is going to do you just fine. I would have loved to have this when I started with my 2 corded drills that I had to borrow. At this price point, if I'd have had these, it'd make my life a whole lot easier because they're cordless, for one, and because I would have an impact and a drill, 2 batteries, and in the DEWALT 20-volt platform. At this price, couldn't be beat. Or if you're just doing casual DIY projects or weekend woodworking projects, these will be a welcome addition to your shop. Who should not buy these? Well, my first thought was professionals. However, if you look through the 5-star reviews, there's several in there who own businesses who are using these day to day in their businesses or issuing these to employees to use every day, and they're holding up just fine. So just because you're a professional doesn't mean you skip these tools, especially if you're trying to keep costs down and you're wanting to buy good tools at a good price. However, if you want to upgrade and you want to get faster speeds and more powerful motors, then of course you could look into something like these Atomic line. I've had these for a few years now and I've been very pleased with the DEWALT Atomic. These are both lightweight and compact while you're still getting that upgrade brushless motors and a little bit more power. Or if you just want to go, I want the best of the best, look for the XR DEWALTs like this big old beast, and you're gonna have the most power and performance that you can get out of a DEWALT drill. But it does come with a trade-off of being much heavier. Now, one thing to keep in mind, this drill is not the most powerful drill that I've ever used. In other words, you're gonna run into some limitations if you push it to the max. But if you're just using it for standard drilling and driving operations, you're not gonna have any trouble with this, and I think it's gonna do you a good job. And overall, I can see why this is the #1 selling power tool on Amazon because it's pretty good. If you'd like, check it out. Link in the description, the pinned comment, and of course the QR code. Scan it, go get one. I don't think you'll be disappointed. If you like this video, you gotta check out the top 20 hottest tools on Amazon. Click in that box, get you the big old virtual fist pump. Seriously, hot tools, really good. Go check it out.